Hi, how is everyone? I'm looking at my hair. It's very humid here in Texas. It normally isn't that humid, but it is right now. We're having, we're getting quite a bit of rain, I guess, this week. It's yet to really show up, but it's humid. I love the way my hair is growing back in. My parents say that my hair actually was this curly when I was a baby. Um, So I guess I'm being reborn, and I think that's what my friend Leda said. She says you're being reborn, and apparently I'm learning how to talk again too. Oh my goodness! I actually did do the tarot reading for Monday. Um, the reading was fine. I was not, you know, and I didn't want to. It just didn't resonate with me to send that out, you know. And I wasn't looking for perfection or anything like that. I mean, come on, but um, there is a standard that I have for the things that I do want to put out. I think a standard I've come to, especially in the past year. I want to show up for things, and I didn't want to put that out, so I didn't. I didn't post it. If you are interested in it, what the reading was for today, Monday, the 28th, by all means, direct message me, email me, my take on the energies. But tonight, we're going to read for Tuesday, June 29th, coming to the end of the night here, coming to the end of June. I think this is a really good week to continue to appreciate how far you've come in the past year. I think that's really important all the time. I think you hear me say that a lot. Continue to celebrate the places where you've grown up, the places where you approach things differently, with a kinder, more open heart. And even celebrate the moments when you catch yourself reacting and not responding with the grace that you'd like, but at least you catch yourself. And you're wise enough to know the difference. That's a win. So let's read the energy for Tuesday, June 29th. I ask all my guides, my angels, to be with us during this reading. And ask the tarot, what are the energies that we have to work with for Tuesday, June 29th, 2021? First card, Ace of Wands. What a great card to come out with. A lot of fire, a lot of passion, especially with both Mars and Venus in the sign of Leo. We're not in Leo season. That would be fun. But though Venus will be in Leo during Leo season this year. Kind of fun. But that won't happen until the end of July. But Mars and Venus are both in the sign of Leo right now. We are in Cancer season. So when that's happening, and then of course we have Cancer. Cancer is how we feel and experience things through our feelings in the world. Right now it's how we experience and feel ourselves. And as we move deeper into Cancer season, it'll be how we feel and experience others. And on our day-to-day basis, and then how we feel and experience others like on more of a global scale and more towards future kinds of thoughts. But this is a sign of divine passion coming in, a divine spark helping us to become motivated, helping us, our heart, hearing
our souls, what sets our hearts on fire. Sorry, I'm a little emotional. I have I'm just really noticing I'm noticing the year. Let's put it that way. So yeah, this what sets our hearts on fire? Showing up with your heart, right? There's a castle there on the hill. The river runs through. What are the other messages that we have? Can clear my energy. See what we have. The central part of the reading. More than that, sometimes we get a bunch, don't we? What are the other energies that we have to work with for Tuesday, June 29th? Coming out here, the tower, central part of the reading. So a divine spark leads to a change. That happens. Some tension this week. We have Mars also, like I said, in the sign of Leo, but Mars is also squaring both Saturn and then Uranus later in the week. So our Mars is our, it's the male principle, it's our drive, it speaks to that masculine part of us, that the drive to get things done, the drive to, our ego. And squaring Saturn, that's the rule guy, one of the rules of structure. Later in the week, squaring Uranus, the disruptor. But no matter whether they're now or in the week, the energy is already there. It's already in play. So change is going to happen this week. That's why I said it's important to celebrate when those changes occur. How do you respond? Can you respond with a different energy? I guarantee you will. I guarantee it. Because you've learned. We've all learned. It might take some real doing to respond differently, but the tool's there, the footprint's there, the blueprint's more than there. This is an opportunity to work with the blueprint, to work with the tools. We have already crafted new ways of being, new ways of responding. And if you haven't, that's why this is going to feel like a lot. If you really haven't, if you're just living your old kind of way, if you're just, like, oh, well, things are starting to open up, we can do this, I can just, if you really didn't do the work, it will feel a lot, and the work will happen for you, which is great. That's also great. It's an opportunity to start doing the work. And don't feel like you're coming from behind. Oh, come on, no. Even for people who have been working for a long time, this is a lot, and this is just a new level of a lot, and they're working hard too. And all of us in between. No one's ahead in the game. Please don't misunderstand. No one is ahead in this game. And for those who are starting to wake up, you have a lot of support and a lot of people who are really excited that that's happening. And we're more than happy to welcome you to that. It's like a video game, right? More than happy to welcome you to that next level. Give you a power pack or something, to help you get there. I appreciate all the people in my life who have done that for me. So don't stop appreciating yourself. That's where it's at. Self Self-love, self-love. What's the final message that we have? So we'll take this one too. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune did come up in the reading last night, and the Sun card also came up in the bottom of the deck. Wheel came in the middle of the reading, and the Sun card came in the bottom of the deck. So we'll take them. All right, let's angle the camera down. Let's see what we have. All right. No, just unplug this because the cord is a bit much and it's annoying me. Okay, let's see. Let's turn the cards around so you can see. Turn them all around. That's what it's all about. Okay, so that, you know what, this card is sticking out, and I'm going to take it as well. This Nine of Swords energy, this also came out. That was the first card to come out yesterday. Bottom of the deck is the King of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Wands. That energy has been around and around and around, and that energy also came up in the reading. Queen of Swords, you know, no, she wasn't there, but there she is. All right, so let's take these cards. Let's take a look at what we have. All right, Ace of Wands, card of divine passion coming in, that divine spark coming in. You know, literally the suit of wands is one of the anything that we're, you know, do anything, it's our creative drive, it's sex, it's passion, it's physicality, it's you know, any kind of like anything that, you know, maybe it's your job that makes you feel sexy. Maybe, you know what I mean, whatever makes you feel bright in the world, where you put your energy, it is energy, it is ego, it is drive. So it's, you know, Mars, it's fire, right? Mars is like I said, that egoic drive. And here's the hand of the divine coming in here and really giving you that spark. This is literally like, you know, like running around with the Olympic torch. The Tower card is here as a central portion of the reading. This is the central card. So like this energy is here of, you know, things, you know, this is an energy that is very strong, and it's tempting this week to not be our awesomest. Let's put it that way. But you know what? Even if you're not in your awesomest, I'm telling you, show up and be who you are. It doesn't matter. And, you know, just be willing to accept responsibility for your actions. And if you are not in the right, to go and make those amends. You know, don't go, you know, of course, never go so far that you're ruining things, but don't also go the opposite direction, which is hide who you are, because no matter what, in order to prevent this kind of thing from happening. Because it happens no matter what, and mostly, and worse, if you're not who you are and authentic in each and every moment. This is authenticity. This is undeniable authenticity. So the Wheel of Fortune comes in. So, you know, this couldn't be a better situation. So the Tower moment comes in, the Wheel of Fortune is going to spin, but we have the Sun card, and this is our soul, and this is that authenticity. This is that authenticity. And you can't be, and what did I say earlier about my hair being all crazy? I mean, I actually think I kind of look like this baby. Like, right? That's hilarious. I didn't even notice that. But, you know, who doesn't want to be this? There's this moment of freedom. There's this moment of breaking free and moving into something. I have a funny feeling this is definitely a weekly overtone, that what we're looking at here. And I was speaking to this in the reading that I did not post, that I did yesterday, about how please do remember, when you hear a reading from me, especially one that's at the beginning of a week, at a beginning of a month, that kind of a thing, there will be this cast of this future forward sort of stuff. So if something like this isn't happening like today or yesterday or tomorrow, you know that this is something that might even happen into next week. And I have a feeling that this is probably where we end up mid to end of next week. After the 4th of July. Talk about fireworks, right? So, you know, this very fiery, tense energy is in the air. Anything can set this off, and right now everything is tinder. No pun intended. But you know, it's very tender crisp. We can feel it. But we do know how to respond in these situations like a pharaoh. The Chariot card came up again last night. And here that is right here on top. It, you know, you have a lion, you have again that lion energy, that leonine, that Leo energy, that fire energy, both Venus and Mars being in that energy. But the sword of truth is here. Now the swords are here too, in the Nine of Swords. One thing I need to remind us is that, you know, in this particular card, and I spoke to this in that reading that I didn't post, is that these are thoughts, these are those looping thoughts that keep us up in the middle of the night, that startle us into, you know, into these moments, you know, that the emotions get us in such a knot that we're up late at night. But what this person forgets, and I'm seeing this too, and I don't know whether it was in the, oh, I know, the Nine of Cups woman was showing up. What this person is, which we're forgetting, is like this person's so distraught, but they don't realize what a nice, lovely bed they have and the quilts. They're fully, there's no Five of Pentacles energy coming in here, which is that total have-not energy, that total energy of lack. This is imagined lack. These are the thoughts that keep us out of a sense of gratitude, that out of a sense of reality, and looking around us and seeing the beauty of, seeing and appreciating the beauty of what we have. The beautiful roses on the quilt. But look, right in this baby's hair, beautiful roses and all the sunflowers. And there were roses in the dress of the Nine of Pentacles woman who isn't here tonight, but again, she's in, you know, she's hard work and a job well done and a well-earned life. She's also a 9. This is a different kind of 9 though, right? 9 is a number of action. Do we want our actions to be coming out of this kind of energy? It's not going to be good. It's going to be defensive. It's going to be from a victim perspective, from a place of extreme guilt, regret, I never do anything right, judgment, judgment, judgment. So instead of taking this sort of judgment that the Sphinx is holding and wisely wielding it like the Queen of Swords, who's here at the bottom of the deck, with that kind of transformational wisdom, using her logic to transform a situation, instead, you know, you're using it to just crush your own head. This is like the worst migraine known to man. But this Sphinx, that queen, this is somebody who's using their logic, combining it with a King of Cups energy, for instance, combining it with looking at the reality and the abundance that is all around you, the emotional stability, diving deep into spirit, connecting with higher power, whatever that might mean for you, in order to, to get out of this kind of energy, be in this kind of energy, feel held, you know, feel like opportunities and about information, jobs, you know, relationships, friendships, all kinds of things coming in. You know, this is using the head wisely with the heart. King of Cups is here. Queen of Swords is here to support that. King of Cups is a man who's, you know, an individual. It doesn't matter whether you're a man or woman. I like how it's a Queen of Swords and a King of Cups. So it's, you know, the heart is stronger than, you know, supposedly so, is more, you know, in that more, that traditionally accepted stronger position is a king. Emotions, spirituality over logic. So it's a beautiful melding. So the logic is actually in the more receptive position to the heart's more right position. The more penetrating sensation, the more penetrating wisdom is that, hold on one second, I gotta reset my computer. Yes, and the more forthright, more penetrating, the drive is coming from the heart, spirituality, emotions, feelings, being in touch with the feelings, using creative and collaborative kinds of approaches with combined with logic to create and you know, being like recognizing the abundance, recognizing that relationship with whatever is a being bigger than you, whatever is an energy that's bigger than you, being in that place of not lack, you know, not in this place. So yeah, we can either be, you know, here and just look at this, you know, what is the negative, or we can see the tremendous positive energy that is underneath all of this stuff to create this newness. You know, and I do see that we have the Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck as well. You know, that spilling, but going into a Seven of Cups, which is again more abundance, more choices, using the imagination. What can I create today? Being in very magician. Magician came up at the bottom. Came up in the reading yesterday too. So it's opportunities. Yes, it's sparking. It is that matchstick to something that's already crumbling, but it's going away for the better, creating an entirely new dynamic for everybody. You know, the sun shines on everybody equally, and that's what goes back to what I was saying earlier. Nobody is more awake than another person. Nadi Shah always said, I've heard her say in the past, if you are enlightened, you wouldn't be here. And I 100% believe that's true. The sun shines equally on every single one of us. The Dalai Lama, the Pope, whatever revered being. Shines equally. All right? So I'm going to leave it at that. If you have any questions, please direct message me, email me. My email is lisa.loring, lisa.loring, at gmail.com. Thank you for those who donate via PayPal and Venmo. I appreciate that. I'll put that in the link as well. And I appreciate you all. Enjoy the reading. Let me know your questions. Like, share, subscribe. I love you.